At some point in every individual's life, they experience what feels like failure. It's a universal part of the human experience, an inevitable phase that most will encounter, whether in their career, relationships, or personal development. The term loser is a label often given to those who struggle, who face setbacks, and who appear to be on the losing end of life's battles. But what if the very idea of being a loser is misguided? What if failure isn't a destination, but just a part of a much bigger and more important journey? What if every loser has the potential to become a legend? This script will take you through the transformative process that turns a zero, someone who seems destined for failure, into a hero or a legend. Through stories of struggle, resilience, and perseverance, we will explore the ways in which failure can actually lay the foundation for success. We'll delve into the power of mindset, determination, self-belief, and the lessons that can only be learned through adversity. This is the journey of growth, and everyone has the potential to make it. It's easy to see the success of others and assume that they were always destined for greatness. But this couldn't be further from the truth. Behind every hero is a backstory of challenges, obstacles, and yes, plenty of failures. The difference lies in how they responded to those setbacks. So, if you're currently feeling defeated or overwhelmed, this is the story for you. Because if you've ever wondered whether the worst moments of your life could lead to something extraordinary, the answer is yes. The concept of failure. Redefining the word loser. Before we dive into how losers become legends, let's first address the concept of failure. Society often paints failure as something to be avoided at all costs. But what if we're misunderstanding its purpose? In the traditional sense, failure is viewed as a negative outcome, a setback, a rejection, or an inability to achieve a desired result. When you fail at something, it can feel like you've hit a wall. It's easy to feel stuck, disheartened, and even hopeless. The world around you may tell you that you're not good enough, that you're destined to fall short, and that failure defines you. Society glorifies success, but what we often fail to see is that success rarely comes without failure. The first truth we must accept is that failure is a part of the process. It's not a sign that you should quit. Rather, it's an essential step in your journey toward success. Failure teaches us more than success ever could. It teaches us resilience, patience, and the ability to push through when everything feels impossible. As difficult as it is to accept in the moment, it's through failure that we build strength. We learn to adapt, to adjust our strategies, and most importantly, we learn to never give up. It's time we start redefining failure. Instead of seeing it as an end, we need to recognize it as a beginning, the beginning of growth. Every failure is just a stepping stone towards something greater. The psychology of failure. How adversity shapes us. When faced with failure, most people experience intense emotional reactions, self-doubt, frustration, and shame. These emotions are completely natural, but what separates those who bounce back from those who remain stuck is the mindset they adopt in response to these emotions. For many, failure triggers feelings of inadequacy and discouragement, and it's easy to spiral into self-criticism. But those who rise above their circumstances see failure differently. They understand that setbacks are temporary and that growth is often uncomfortable. The process of overcoming failure involves a shift in mindset. It's about viewing challenges as opportunities rather than obstacles. One powerful concept that can guide this transformation is the growth mindset, a term coined by psychologist Carol Dweck. People with a growth mindset see their abilities as something that can be developed over time, rather than something static or fixed. They don't view failure as a reflection of their worth, but rather as an opportunity to learn and improve. This shift in thinking allows individuals to embrace failure as a necessary part of success. It's the person who doesn't give up when they face a setback, but instead picks themselves up, adjusts their approach, and keeps moving forward. This resilience is what will eventually lead them to triumph. To better understand this transformation, let's take a look at a few examples of individuals who were once labeled losers but became legends. Real-life stories of overcoming failure. Thomas Edison, the legendary inventor. Thomas Edison is known for his persistence, particularly in his invention of the electric light bulb. What many people don't know is that he failed over 1,000 times before finally succeeding. Edison's famous quote, "I have not failed. I've just found 1,000 ways that won't work," perfectly encapsulates his mindset